We are back. We are live. I'm sunburnt, and we're going to talk about how PayPal goes balls to the walls officially into crypto. Well, it's not a surprise that PayPal has been interested in crypto for quite some time, but they are now really picking up the pace. And we are going to actually see a lot more of this happen because the Genius Act was approved. The Genius Act basically allows companies, not all companies, but a lot of the big boys, to enter into crypto via stable coins. PayPal has their own stable coin, PYUSD. So what this means is we're going to start to see a lot more companies enter crypto, companies that said they didn't like crypto, etc. Now, how is this bullish for your XRP, your HBAR, your VeChain, your Algo, whatever bags? This is bullish because it allows for millions and millions and millions and millions of people on a global scale to have access to crypto. And depending on what chain those stable coins are, people will get a little bit more excited here and there. That means they might buy X, they might buy Y, they might buy Z, and number could go up. Okay, that's what could potentially happen here. So this is exciting. We like to see it. I know a lot of you guys, numbers not going up, we're bored, blah, 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 blah. Guess what? Nothing happens that fast overnight unless it is some liquid meme coin that is going to skyrocket from zero to a $300 million market cap and rug in like 9 minutes. Okay. We want to be patient. We've been waiting long enough. Continue to be patient. So we're going to talk about that. We've got Hedera news. We've got Ripple news. This is a big one for Ripple. Binance, all kinds of things. Okay. So we're going to get into it. Thank you guys so much for being here with me today. Thank you so much for wishing me a happy birthday. I greatly appreciated it. Well, it didn't go as planned, but Lo and I had a wonderful time. We went to the beach. I am crazy sunburned. I got to show you guys how sunburned I am. This is crazy. And as most of you guys know, I'm half Sicilian on my mom's side. So I tan differently. And then also too, I didn't tell you guys, but I did get a lupus diagnosis about a week or so ago. And I'm still kind of dealing with that because I know I've had it for a long time. It's just an absolute hot mess. But anyways, I tan differently now that it's a weird thing. I know this is not making sense. But anyways, I just got to show you guys the redness. But look how red my belly is. And it looks not as bad on camera, but this is going to go away in like a day or two and it's going to turn into a tan. That's just the way that I work. Like, look at like all of this. So you guys will see all of that later. My poor baby, she goes, "Mama, don't be sorry. I don't wear sunscreen all the time. I do sometimes." But my poor baby, she's a pink baby and she's Sicilian and Mexican and Native American. So I don't know. She's pink. I don't know because her daddy is brown, which is fine. You know, he's got gorgeous skin, but we just don't understand how our child is like, she's pink. She's a pink baby. So she has to get, like, she gets burnt. So unfortunately, I even put sunblock on her. But this is the thing. The burning and stuff, I have such a high pain tolerance. It doesn't bother me. Like it's not bothering me. She's a little bit red here. She's fine though. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into all the crypto news. Shout out to my TikTok babes, my YouTube babes, the Twitch babes, and of course the Rumble babes. I want to go ahead and take a look at you guys over here. So good morning to Mr. Dale, to Mr. D, to Mr. John Germain. John, I got a mining story for you too. Mr. Alpha Junkies, Sparkwater, Queen, Lawrence, my bestie Lawrence, and all the other channel members, okay? I give special shout outs to channel members because that's what we do over here because mama's got to make some bread. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the news. I know it's a lot, and there's a lot to cover, so bear with me because there's a lot to discuss, and I got to do it in a short period of time. So first story with PayPal, okay? Tried. PayPal high transaction fees for international payments. Basically, they're going balls to the walls of crypto. I'm going to read it because I don't like the way that they set this tweet up or this post up is stupid. I just think it's dumb. I don't like it. But PayPal is going to let U.S. merchants accept payment in more than 100 cryptocurrencies. So the Genius Act really kind of kicked this off. PayPal is getting a lot more comfortable really dealing with crypto. Shout out to Mr. Gamer. And what's going to happen is now people, I forget how many people PayPal has. I think it's in my brief. I should probably pay attention to that. They've got like millions and millions of customers. I forgot what it is. Damn it. Damn it. If somebody can Google how many customers they have, it's like a lot. It's like 100 million or something ridiculous. But PayPal now lets US merchants accept payments in over 100 cryptos: Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, BNB, and Solana. Okay. Merchants pay a fee of 0.99% for the first year, rising to 1.5% later. Less than credit card fees. Customers pay with their crypto wallets. PayPal converts the crypto to Pi USD and then to USD before paying merchants. And they aim to simplify payments and boost merchant growth. So what does this mean? This basically means that now merchants are going to be accepting crypto as payment outside of stablecoins. Why did this happen again? This kicked off this essentially kicked off with the Genius Act, and we're going to get the Clarity Act and all the other things over there. 434 million. PayPal has 434 million customers globally. Okay. So this means that all these 434 million customers get access to crypto. More than just stable coins. And shout out to Mr. R for getting that for me. I totally forgot that. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into the next one, because this is a big one. And like the fact that you can, like, so all the people that love XRP, here you go. Bitcoin, Ethereum, what else do they have? They've just got all these different chains that they're using, and we love that, okay? Oh no, more than 650 million crypto users. Wait, I'm a hot mess, man. You know, I didn't have time to go over this morning because I've been a mess, but we're good. So this show is going to be an absolute disaster. I need to do a little bit better and reading comprehension, but I'm actually very hungry too. Anyways, let's get back into it. So basically this allows you to utilize all the different accounts that you have: Coinbase, Binance, MetaMask, PayPal, Kraken, Phantom, OKX, all of them, and then utilize it. And again, I've been using PayPal since like 2004. I had an eBay store, all kinds of stuff. Now, has this moved the market at all? Let's go ahead and take a look at the current market. It looks like Hex is still up. Hex was one of the bigger daily gainers yesterday. The hair, long and curly. It's dirty today. That's okay. So Hex is up, Hype is up, Ray is up, Optimism is up. And taking a look at the current Bitcoin chart over here, we had the highest close in weekly close in history. We closed at 119,000. The previous all-time high was 118,000. So every couple weeks, it looks like we're getting higher and higher and higher. If you'd like to trade with me, I'm currently on FEMX for the degenerates, Kraken for those that don't want to use leverage, that are based in the US, and Bitcoin IRA for those of you who want to stake some of your crypto assets, Ethereum, Solana, Cardano, and create custom IRAs, SEPs, those types of things for tax purposes. The links are going to be down below. But as far as Bitcoin goes, we're having a little bit of a slow day, and that's okay. Realistically, just as long as we stay up over $100,000, we're all good. We are all good. As far as Ethereum goes, Ethereum was went pretty high. Pretty high yesterday. We had $3,800. We got a swing wick high to $3,900. And really the last time we were trading at these levels was back in 2024. So this is absolutely amazing because we're in 2025. And this cycle, I think that we will hit $10,000, but we might hit 15,000 potentially. Who the hell knows what's going to happen at this point? And we're going to talk about the treasury companies in a minute. I'm going to continue to update you guys on the treasury companies. Just know I don't think it's going to end well. It's going to be bad, but it is what it is. Now, Solana is also slumping as well. Swing wick high to 194, currently testing support at 184. SUI, $4 from 444. So the market's dropping a bit. It's a bit bearish, which is crazy on this PayPal news because, again, XRP is one of the assets you can use on that thing. Now, taking a look at XRP on the weekly, we are down to 316 up. We were previously at $3.31. Taking a look at Link is down. ADA is down. Everything is down. HBAR is down. It's all down, man. Not good. But it is what it is. So what does this mean? Well, taking a look at the total cryptocurrency market cap, it's not really that big of a deal because we're at 3.94 trillion, which is essentially going to act as resistance, but we're now moving down to 3.83. Okay. So it's not that big of a deal, just as long as we really can stay above, I think, 374. So that's what's going on with the markets. Nothing too incredibly exciting, etc. Yeah. So apparently Vine, people like the Vine coin. HBAR losing gains. Everybody's losing gains right now. Okay. Good morning, Julie. Good morning. Now, one of the things I want to say is you guys got to you got to comment, you got to share this because I get paid in monetization to help keep the channel afloat. So you guys got to do that. Number two is that it is rumored that Elon Musk is going to integrate Vine into X which I would think would be great. I don't know if it's affiliated with the actual coin Vine, but at the end of the day, TikTok is still the queen. TikTok is still the queen when it comes to content, and it is what it is. I mean, the platform is love the platform. A little bit of a hot mess, but Vine is potentially coming in. We don't know if that's happening or not. It's just kind of a rumor. Let's get into the rest of crypto news because there's a lot to cover. So remember over the weekend when we talked about Bitcoin and people selling Bitcoin? Well, it also had came out, and the reason why I'm using Andrew's post is because it summarizes it very easy. BlackRock and Larry Fink are advising you to invest 3 to 5% into Bitcoin. Ray Dalio, 15%. I don't know who the hell this guy is. Rick Edelman. These are all like asset managers, wealth people, super like ivory tower people. He says 40% into Bitcoin of the portfolios. Cool, fine, fantastic. I got a lot in Bitcoin too. But this is just what's coming from these guys over here. This is what they're going to be telling their clients with money. And the only way to really kind of get ahead, in my personal opinion, is paying attention to what Bitcoin is doing and then deciding how you want to utilize it. But that's just my personal opinion. Now, this next story is over here has to do with Michael Saylor. Where did it go? Strategy reports no weekly Bitcoin purchase, totaling remain at 608,000. Okay. So basically they paused their weekly Bitcoin purchases with 0 acquisitions made between July 21st and 27th. The pause follows Strategy's stretch preferred offering priced at $90 for 28 million shares, I believe it is, to raise 2.5 billion with the proceeds earned marked for Bitcoin purchases. Now, it seems like Strategy is losing. ADHD is going crazy right now, and I need to eat. It seems that Strategy is just raising money out of thin air. They've got like 3 or 4, maybe even 5 traditional financial instruments that they've created out of thin air to raise fiat to buy Bitcoin. So it seems like they're running a little bit out of steam. I personally am not investing in any of these assets created to buy crypto. I would personally rather just buy Bitcoin or crypto itself. But again, Gamer knows a lot more about this than me. And what like that. And I'm not promoting them, Gamer. I'm just reporting on the news. Okay. I'm just reporting on the news. Now, that being said, it's kind of interesting. We're going to segue back into this with Strategy, but I wanted to pull this post here that Mixing just kind of sent me. This account over here says Galaxy sold 9 billion without a Saylor bid, and we're still sitting at 19,000. And there was a quote tweet of this gentleman, Walter Bloomberg, that says, no Bitcoin buys made during July 21st and 27th, which is interesting because last week it was reported that $80,000 of Bitcoin was sold OTC and the market didn't move. Well, generally when you sell OTC anyways, the market doesn't move. But moral of the story is like MicroStrategy could have came in and swooped that up, but they didn't. And again, John Germain from Memrec says Strategy sure looks like a Ponzi scheme. And again, grifters are going to grift, and I've got no shame. There's not an issue with you grifting legally and legally within the constraints of the law because all the rich people do it, all the ivory towers do it. And again, no shade at rich people at all. I'm just simply saying what they are doing is, this is a filter on TikTok. What we're doing, what we're seeing happen is they're just doing what they're allowed to do within the constraints of the law. But I just wouldn't invest in anything that they're doing because I just think it's cuckoo. And also I've got how sad I didn't get to go to the Central Coast to celebrate my birthday again. That's sad. It's very, very sad for me because that's my thing. But this is my favorite restaurant in the world. B&B is up. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Queen, strawberry lemonade or peach lemonade? Probably peach. But I try not to drink a lot of juices because they have lots of sugar in it. And it's just not healthy for you. But again, also I'm going to be working on VeChain with, on something. I got to set up a meeting with them. I've been pushing. Anyways, let's get back to the news. So with that being said, MicroStrategy is not buying Bitcoin. But the good thing about what's happening with Bitcoin, and this is for Mr. John Germain because he likes mining, Bitcoin hash rate hits a new all-time high. That means that people are utilizing the network. That's good. We love it. Now, I want to segue into this. Strategy's stretch IPO, $2.521 billion, setting the record as the largest U.S. IPO of 2025. Is this really something to be proud about? Is it? Is it something to be proud about? I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's kind of wild. over here, but what do I know? I'm just a dodo on the internet, okay? Now, with this being said, Strategy recently sold shares called preferred stock via IPO to investors to raise $2.5 billion. I would never invest in this. Like, the fact that this is like the third or fourth, fifth, sixth, who even can keep count of all the traditional financial instruments they are creating out of thin air to raise fiat so they can buy Bitcoin is absurd. Okay. If you want to invest in a Ponzi, have fun. But again, I don't like it. I don't think this is going to end well. Debt on debt on debt on debt on debt. Racks on racks on racks. That was a really good song. Anyways, they're expected to settle on July 29th, and then they'll probably go ahead and buy more Bitcoin. Proceeds are earmarked for future Bitcoin purposes and general purposes. This is the largest U.S. IPO in 2025 so far. Insane. Pretty crazy stuff, right? Yeah, it is. But you know, it's life. This is what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen. Also, too, I need to remind you guys of something, okay? 2 things are happening this week. July 30th. July 30th. Mark in your calendars. There's going to be volatility in the market, okay? This. CNBC confirms White House Bitcoin and crypto bill will include an update on the strategic national stockpile. The U.S. is going to start stacking sats. Bullish. What they're going to do is all the Bitcoin that was confiscated, they're going to go ahead and add that to the strategic reserve, but we are going to get more. We're going to see how the U.S. is going to stack sats without using taxpayer dollars, because again, I don't want them using taxpayer dollars. I opt out of that. I wanted to let me keep my taxpayer dollars and let me accumulate my own Bitcoin. Okay. I don't want to pay your damn debt off. Also too, I did a video because apparently you could use PayPal and Venmo to pay off the national debt. That's like $36.6 trillion. That is ghetto. That is ghetto. Okay. That's what our taxpayer dollars are going for. And you know what? People are like, oh, well, we need to run into debt and debt is good. Running into debt. Let me tell you guys something really quick. Okay. Everybody on the damn internet. Thank you so much, Julie, for the $9.99 super chat. I appreciate it. Bands will make her dance. You know what? Cheeseburgers will make me dance. Tacos will make me dance. Pizza will make me dance. I like food. I like to eat. No, but anyways, where was I going? I'm sorry. The ADHD is going crazy. And also too, I've also realized I get a lot of brain fog and fog and all those things. That is a lupus. I don't offer any courses. That is a lupus. You get the brain fog from that. So I got to do my diet. Anyways, where was I going? I feel like Ozzy Osbourne sometimes. Oh, debt. So this is the thing with debt, okay? If you know how to use debt properly, great, fine, fantastic. But the way this society in 2025, we promote debt is stupid. It is ghetto. It is ill thought out. And it's not really okay. Okay. And the reason why it's not okay is because you're telling all these people from the middle class and the lower middle class that are barely making ends meet because we have high inflation. We've got crazy layoffs. We've got AI taking over jobs. We've got just crazy amounts of debt in the United States of America. Okay. The issue with this is debt is fine if you know how to use it properly. But the way the United States of America is using debt, with $37 trillion in debt, and then they're asking taxpayers to pay it off. What the hell am I paying taxes for? What am I paying taxes for? Yeah, rest in peace, Ozzy. But what am I paying tax for? What are you paying taxes for? What are you paying taxes for? We don't know. We don't know. We're just here. We're just paying taxes. Debt is okay if you know how to use it. If you don't know how to use it, learn how to use it. Just don't be taking debt out, okay? About had it. Sorry. Anyways, July 30th. What the hell are we going to find out? Heck, I need to be a lady. That's my problem. I'm not a lady. I just need to be a lady. I need to learn to be a lady. I need to go to finishing school. No, I would not. Where are we? Oh, yes, July 30th. So July 30th, we are going to get a report from Crypto Policy from the White House, from Bo Hines. And we are also going to get the Fed if they're going to announce an interest rate decision. We have this in 2 days. So Wednesday is going to be a busy day, babies. Busy, busy, busy day. All right, back to it. Now let's talk about my favorite coin, Ethereum, because I'm a bag holder. And according to this post, Ethereum outpaces Bitcoin as institutional inflows hit record $11.2 billion in July. This is basically people investing in the ETFs. Inflows are led by Ethereum. ETH saw 1.6 billion inflows last week, outperforming Bitcoin. Altcoins like Solana, XRP, and Sui also saw strong inflows. Again, these assets do have ETFs, but they're futures or they're not spot ETFs. So it counts, but doesn't really count so much. Also, too, for all you guys that like the XRP ETFs and those types of things, I not a lady when talking trash mouth. I know. I want to be a lady. I'm trying to be a lady. Now you made me lose my train of thought, John. Rude. Crashing out here. All right. What was I going to say? Today's bad brain fog day. I got like serious stress, you guys. Like serious stress. I forgot what I was going to say. I'm not having a good day. Actually, today is better than like this whole entire weekend. This whole entire weekend was stupid and ghetto. I don't take breaks. It's mental illness. Anyways, we love Ethereum. We need Ethereum to hit $10,000 so I can go buy land. Anyways. All right, Cointelegraph. Vitalik retweets post highlighting Ethereum's 10 years of zero downtime and no maintenance. You know what, Vitalik? I don't really care that we've had zero downtime and no maintenance, primarily because you focus so much on layer 2s instead of actually focusing on the initial layer 1. And again, I made a poor decision with not selling majority of my Ethereum last cycle, which is fine because we're going to hit to $10,000. But other projects like Solana are here. Okay, they're here. And basically, in this post over here, it's saying Facebook was down for 14 hours. AWS froze. Cloudflare. No CEO, just global community of devs, stakers, researchers, and users. However, they've got the foundation. And with the foundation does a lot of shady stuff. They sell a lot of Ethereum for absolutely no reason. But I digress. I'm still an Ethereum bag holder. Now, let's go ahead and chat about Hedera really quick. And I got a bunch of other altcoin news for you guys, all right? So, no, we don't want to co-host with nobody. Sorry. GBBC member Hedera launched HIP 1086, accelerating limits for EVM-based transactions from 6 KB to 128 KB. The update enhances EVM compatibility, making it easier for developers to deploy larger smart contracts with a single transaction. We love this. We love it. This account said, Jumbo pipes unlocked, the flood begins. We love to see it. It's good. We like it. But basically, it improves EVM compatibility, benefits DeFi, Oracle networks, NFT metadata, and other data-heavy apps. And again, this is how a layer 1 should operate, continuously improving the actual layer 1 and with affordable transactions. Crickets with Ethereum. Next over here, Injective. Injective is making crazy moves over here. The EVM mainnet has successfully been achieved internally. So congratulations to Hedera. And this is basically for stablecoins and RWAs, etc. And again, Hedera and Injective, they are essentially competitors along with Solana. And we love that because it's going to continue to push people to build really cool things. Now over here with Binance. BNB is at $850. I have a B, and this is the power of the moon bag. Where the hell is my BNB chart? I need to stop. I need to be a lady. I just want to be a lady. I'm gonna maybe cry right now because I just want to be a lady. It's hard. I've just been so conditioned to be rough my entire life for survival. I just want to be a lady. I'm gonna be working on being a lady. So even though we're not at $850 anymore. This is BNB. We hit 850. Now we're trading at 836. Really quickly about BNB hitting all-time high. Okay. Now, with that being said, okay, is that the power of a moon bag is important. Okay. I've got moon bags from last cycle. A moon bag is when you do your due diligence, you invest with disposable income in a particular project. Then what you do is when number goes up, you remove profit enough for taxes and initial investment. So what you have left over is a moon bag. And I've had moon bags for years and years and years. And now my moon bag of BNB is worth quite a bit of money. Not 6 figures, but it's in the 5 figures. And that's good. Because then when I go to sell, I got this extra money. So it's good. That's why we do the moon bag strategy, you dingoes. Next story. $10x Capital. They are announcing their 500 million private placement to establish the largest publicly listed BNB exclusive digital asset treasury company in the world. Vape. Utilize PIPE offering by Yizzy Labs and top institutional funds. So that's a CZ thing. And I love to see it. I love to see that CZ's still here, but he isn't, but he is. Now, it's a private placement when a firm sells securities directly to select investors rather than through a public offering. And again, this is why we need the accredited investor law removed, because the barrier to entry. Now, Tron, for those of you that are holding Tron over here, okay? Tron Inc. Tron announces 1 billion mixed securities shelf filing. Okay. They filed with the SEC. Tron did to raise up to 1 billion through a mixed securities shelf offering, meaning Tron can issue different types of securities such as common stock, preferred stock, debt, and more. A shelf offering allows the company to raise capital flexibility over time without needing to file new paperwork for issuance. Purpose is to provide funding options to support Tron's projects, growth plans, and respond quickly to market opportunities. Okay. This is the thing. This one seems a little bit weird to me. We love the Leos. But this one seems interesting to me because they're not really doing a, I know Alpha Gamer likes to flex in the chat, but they're doing a mixed security shelf offering instead of a treasury. And why don't they just have a foundation like Ethereum or Hedera Foundation or the other one? So I don't know. Tron does things a little bit differently, but we have to cover it because it is important news. It is important news. And you guys can always do more due diligence if you want. Next, Avalanche, which I hold Avalanche. Avalanche gains 250 million RWA boost with the Grove Janus Henderson funds. So basically, this has to do with RWAs. RWAs are glorified NFTs, basically the same exact thing. Now, it's going to expand Avalanche's RWA footprint by 250 million. And one of the funds targets collateralized loan obligations. The other focuses on short-term U.S. Treasury bills. Grove is an institutional grade credit protocol. We'll deploy 2 funds on Avalanche. Love it. Now, Arbitrum. Arbitrum Foundation plans to allocate 14 million in ARB to subsidize security audits for network projects. Again, I don't know why Tron just doesn't have the foundation, but they're doing things. Tron's doing things very differently, so it's going to be interesting to see. I'm not sure the angle on that, but hey. Anyways, Arbitrum Foundation. Arbitrum. They're going to allocate 14 million in ARB over 12 months to subsidy security audits for projects on the network. Program supports early stage projects with project market fit and establish teams planning upgrades. Goal is to reduce the final cost barrier for costly security audits for blockchain projects. And this is why foundations matter, because foundations literally need to be. I don't buy viewers. I don't buy views. I don't buy audience members. Never have, never will. That is ghetto. That is ghetto behavior. We don't buy anything. We work hard. Thank you so much, John, for the $20 super chat. Best show ever. Wendy, no matter what we say. Well, I appreciate you, John. And I'm going to be a lady. I'm turning into a lady. Anyways, chicken bone broth with the turmeric, lemon, and ginger. Oh, also, too, look what I got for my birthday. You see that? I got a trap phone, a real trap phone, real burner. I love it. I love it. I'm so happy. And then you guys can see the shell. Ugh. Lo got me that shell. We were on the beach and she says, here. She says, here. So we have the shell. From Alpha Cry, 184.99 AED. And you want me to check out what is it? Can you check out M87, please? Immense team. I need more information on it. Shout out to Philip. I need more information about it. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. But what is it? I don't know what that is. You have to tell me what it is. I don't know what it is. Girl, I can't say that. Someone's caretaker, come get her. Thank you so much, gamer. I try to be a nice person. I'm a little bit crazy, but I try to be good. Oh, I'm going to get back in the news, but I got to tell you guys what happened this morning. So I went on a walk because I do walks every here and there. Okay. So there's this guy across the street from my house. where this private property. And again, I moved out of the hood, but somehow the ice cream man and the fire people setting the fireworks, they are here back in my neighborhood. I live in the hills now. First off, no. Second off, there's this guy, he was peeing across the street in the neighbor's lot. And my little self says, you cannot do that. You cannot do that here. You're not going to be doing this here. I says, you're not doing this here. You need to go. Well, first I says, do you live here? He says, no. And I says, okay, then you need to go. You can't be there. That's private property. And again, I don't like to be that Karen or that person, but guess what? This is where I live. It is LA area, LA County. This is where I live. This is where my daughter lives. She's got friends down the street. I don't live in Beverly Hills. I don't live in that insanity, but I got my neighbor. I got all my other neighbors. Like, this is a very family friendly neighborhood. Okay. M87 black hole. But anyways, I told him he had to go. But he can't be doing that. He cannot be doing that in a neighborhood. There's a gas station. There's groceries. You can go do that. You cannot be doing that in my neighborhood. It's not okay. No, I'm from LA County, born and raised. But you cannot be doing that in the neighborhood. Okay? So he left. But I had to be a bit of a Karen. I felt bad. But you know what? My safety and my daughter's safety is more important. It is. Your kid's safety, you know, she wasn't home, but doesn't matter. He can't be doing that. He can't think that's a spot that he could come back to and do that. Okay? Because I don't know him. He doesn't know me. I'm married to the game. Amen. I am married to the game. Boys, they do, but they're not in front of my house. Shout out to Eastvale. All right, let's get back into the news because I need to like. All right, Arbitrum. Back to what I was saying, Arbitrum. Now, they've got $14 million to help the different projects within the ecosystem. And this is why it is so important to have foundations that support, that give grants and support devs and all those things. It's too much electricity in here. Oh my God. I can hear electricity. Yeah, smash the likes, Julie said. I need to get off the internet today. It's what happened when you let people traumatize you over your birthday weekend. All right, next story. I can't be looking at the chat. You guys are a mess. Do you have East Coast features? I do have East Coast features because my family on both sides are from back east. From Brooklyn. From Daca Heights. From Bensonhurst. And they're still there. I'm not going to Norco. No. Yeah, some parts is ghetto. It is not tinnitus. It's I hear sounds. Anyways, the show is not, it's supposed to be educational. Now it's going long. It's 30 minutes. Oh my God. Anyways, foundations matter. Align with projects and build with projects that have strong foundations. Yeah, ADHD. Ripple news. Ripple secures U.S. patent for trust-based instant cross-border payments. No full network confirmation needed. XRP might replace SWIFT. Well, I'm going to do a second media piece on this. Yes, ADHD and lupus and whatever. Also, too, he's ghetto for saying this. This is funny. So Tolly is one of the co-founder of Solana Labs. He's fighting with Jesse from Base. I've said this for years. Meme coins and NFTs are digital slop, and you have no intrinsic value like a mobile game loot box. People spend $150 billion a year on mobile gaming. Worst take ever, because this is exactly how he made money. But you know what? The people at Solana, they just say things. And I don't really like the whole creator stuff that's going over on Base. I don't think everything needs a token. I don't think everybody needs a coin. I don't want one. I don't want a creator token. What the hell am I going to do with the creator token? I can't even manage my damn self. Okay. I can't even get out of bed some days. Don't want a token. Next, DeFi sector TVL hits 3-year high of 153 billion as investors rush to farm yields. This is happening on Solana and Sui, not Ethereum. Oh no, Ethereum leads it. I didn't sign offline. Please. I need to eat. I just want some chicken tenders and some black and ranch at Popeyes and a pizza. Oh, goodness gracious. Ethereum leads DeFi boom with nearly 60% market share, while advanced yield strategies and rising activity on Solana so we drive cross-chain growth. The future is cross-chain. How dare you say you're eating pizza when I need some? Ghetto JP Morgan allegedly pauses Gemini onboarding after Winklevoss broadside reuniting. Chocolate 2.0 feud. We talked about this already. Trump announces a EU trade deal that sees 15% flat tariff for products coming to US. And then, of course, I don't know what the hell that was. Anyways, with that being said, you guys, I love Popeyes. I love Popeyes. It's good. Wendy, please scream Puerto Rico. We're all counting on you. Okay, I'm a white girl. Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico! I don't know how to meditate. Popeyes is my favorite. I like Popeyes. This is the thing. Popeyes has is better chicken than Chick-fil-A, but Chick-fil-A has a better breakfast sandwich. You know what? I'm gonna turn that phone on, and I'm gonna have a public number so you guys can call the trap phone. Anyways, I've got a second media piece coming for you guys out at 2 p.m. PT. It's going to be primarily about Ripple and XRP because there's other news happening. Also, too, I do a wrap-up video of every single media thing that happened that's under 3 minutes. It's on the show at 6 p.m. PT. Anyways, I have to go because I'm overstimulated. Okay? I need some bread. I need to be, there's some things I need. Not only that, I need to get cracked. Goodbye. Goodbye. Bye, babies. Love you.